Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. We are live from Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. That is fact, not opinion. Lindsey Hunter is en route right now. He will be here shortly. He must account. He must account. The stage is set. The Detroit Lions are one game away from the Super Bowl. The Lions, one game away from the Super Bowl. It's real. It's happening. It's happening now. 4 quarters. Let's kick the ball. I want to play now. I want him to play right now. Let's go now. Obviously, big win. Jump into that woodwardsports.com chat thread as well. And DJ Neal, let's get right to it. 49ers, rest in peace. Tomorrow, rest in peace Tuesday. We'll do it. We'll do it. But yeah, unbelievable. Just an unbelievable weekend. I don't even know what to say. For real. I had all this stuff lined up, what we were going to talk about, like storylines with the game, but just to paint the picture for you guys, to show what it was. So I told you I spent the weekend in Las Vegas with the buddies. You know, we do a yearly trip out there with the guys. And in the airport going home last night, strangers, we're high fives to each other, hugs, pictures with each other. It's nothing I've ever experienced before. And yesterday, when we were at the spot watching the game, you guys know my friend Dennis. It got emotional. I just don't know. I just don't know how to describe it. I knew it was going to feel like that, but I didn't know it was going to feel like that, guy. But they are there. They did it. They were clean. The Lions did it. Do you know our Detroit Lions have not trailed in a playoff game? They have not trailed in the playoff game this year. Freddie Felt 313, bang, bang. Neal, brand new Lions fan. Let's go. Got the villain shirt on because we did it. We went and we won. But get your thoughts out there any way you want to get involved. And the Lions get the win over the Bucks, 31-23. And I'll tell you this, too. Were you guys scared? Like, was anybody nervous at the end? I never was. Even when Tampa was getting the ball back, I was never. We were going to win that game. And they did. But, yes, Lindsey Hunter will be here shortly. We'll have the whole 49ers discussion going on. Big weekend of football. Tell me more about Josh Allen, by the way. Tell me more, BMG. Please. Tell me more about Josh Allen. How great Josh. Man, if only we could have a quarterback like Josh Allen.
Hey, I wasn't saying that, but Josh Allen's good. I mean, that kicker, I'm feeling for him today. It was just really an overall bad weekend for kickers in general. Like 4 missed field goals in every game. So, man, that's tough. You got to feel for them. But look at Mahomes pulling through. Like, Kels showed up in the biggest moment.
Yep.
It hasn't scored a touchdown, I think, 7 weeks, and scores 2 yesterday.
They played the hits.
Yeah.
When it all got down to it, they played the hits. So, again, we're going to get into all the football action, no doubt about it. But we are going to center on the Detroit Lions. And, for me, Pete Smith says, is anyone going to beat the Chiefs? Well, maybe. We'll see. We get to see. We'll know. We will know. Sunday, our Detroit Lions are playing for a berth in the Super Bowl. We never win. We won. I can't even describe it. I really can't. I can't even describe it. Tammy Chin, what a crazy day yesterday in Detroit. Every restaurant was packed with the line. It stunk to be a Wings fan if you were hungry. But, hey, a clean sweep of Tampa, Red Wings too. Big win over the Lightning. That's big. So the sweep of Tampa, they're an inferior sports town anyway, obviously. So, it was the justified results. But give me your thoughts on the game. Jump it in there. Just look at that graphic on the screen, man. It's just pure beauty. Absolutely pure beauty. Brandon Katz, Neal's attacking Allen. Allen had the ball for 40 minutes, and his defense was still trash. Stop. When he had a chance to go win the game, what happened? What happened? The same thing that always happens with him. The same thing that always happens. So, yeah, we'll get there though. We definitely will get there. But as we said, drop your thoughts in the chat thread, and just the game itself. I had the confidence all day long. Was never worried that they were going to lose. And it was like Jared Goff yesterday, man. Just so calm, just so collected. Again, talk for a living, man. And I never thought that it was going to feel like this, guys. Just so emotional. Perfect game for the Lions. And Jared Goff, again, just plays clean. And look, Baker Mayfield got his yards, but Baker Mayfield did what he does. He gives you the football. And the Lions made the plays and got it done. And Frank Ragnow, by the way. You talk about somebody that put on for the city. You talk about somebody that legit laid it all on the line. He was not coming out of that game. And I remember cringing. I would say that was probably the only time that I got nerves about the game. And it wasn't even so much that game. I always thought that they would win. When Ragnow went down, Jonah Jackson went down, I was like, come on now, here we go. And Ragnow just said no and went back out there. But Frank Ragnow, man, he did the job. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Tammy says, I'm wearing my Ragnow jersey right now. Vincent, how about Amon-Ra on that 3rd and 50? It was a want to. He was never going to be denied. This team was never going to be denied. And they're a game away from the Super Bowl. And there were so many moments like that. WoodwardSports.com chat thread, jump into there. Jack Stark, unfortunately, the Lions are 0-3 this year with Greg Olsen calling the game. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Well, you guys know the last road Lions playoff win was in 1957 in San Francisco. So there's that. So, yep, 7-point favorite, 49ers are a 7-point favorite in the game when I took a look at the early lines yesterday. And but like I said, when Lindsey gets here, we'll talk about the 49ers. We're just lucky to share a field with the 49ers next weekend. I mean, if you really break it down, we're just lucky to be there with the great franchise that is the 49ers, right? They're indomitable. So, I just don't know what to say, guys. I've never felt this way before. We've never felt this way before. And it's unbelievable. People talking Lions at 6.5 right now. Yeah, whatever. That's what it's going to be. Chuck Brewer, Neal, after they won over San Francisco in 1957, they played the Browns, who are now the Ravens, in the NFC or the NFL championship game back then. That is true. But I just don't even know how to describe it, everybody. But no, I mean, just kind of reconstructing the game and what we saw with Jared Goff is what's been advertised, what I've talked about all year long. And I know that some people probably expect me to sit here and say, do the victory lap thing, and I'm not into all that, man. I know what that guy is, and we saw what he is for an entire season. 2nd in the league in passing, 4th in touchdowns, clean in the playoffs. That's your guy, everybody. 16 is the man, and this is his town. And the atmosphere and the crowd and just watching it on TV, just how electric everything was. And they're a game away from the Super Bowl. JB Smoove, they are a game away from the Super Bowl, man.
That is unreal. we never thought we'd see this in my lifetime, at least. I never thought I'd see this, but, man, last night definitely had a lot of people in their feelings, and I was definitely one of them as well, too. Just to have that victory formation with less than 2 minutes left and just sealing it away. Shout out to Derek Barnes, that pick, nice.
Derek Barnes, another one. Certainly, had his battles. The fans had their ups and downs with Derek Barnes. Everybody does that. That's this week, every week with this team. That's how it is. Somebody makes a play. The depth of the roster, somebody makes a play. And remember this, too. I went back to it because I thought about this last night as well. Remember when Brad Holmes took this thing over? And it was $19 million for Trey Flowers and Jamie Collins to not play. That's the shape that this roster was in, and look at it now. Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Penei Sewell. Just an unbelievable job, man, and it happened to us. Finally, it happened to us. Smokin says, I tuned in just to see Lindsey today. Damn it, Lindsey's on his way. He'll be out here very, very shortly. We're going to get into it. Donkey Kong, this is so amazing. So thankful to have today off to celebrate with everybody, except Spencer. Spencer taking some strays there. Cats, Jared Goff scored 6 points. I know he did. 6 points against Baltimore. They're not playing Baltimore, so I know that. Kevin T, how huge were those Brad Holmes draft classes? And there's Lindsey right there, yeah. How huge were those? It is. It changed everything. And it goes to show you, especially the last one, too. And buddies of mine are just texting. I mean, that's the way that it is. Like, there's just nothing to say. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Lions got some dudes stepping up. They did, but that Derek Barnes pick was probably it was the pinnacle. That's maybe the biggest play we've ever seen as Lions fans, like ever. But we're going to get into all of it. I do want to take a look at some of the other things that happened in the game as well. And I do want to take an early look because the Lions are a game away from the Super Bowl. And I feel a lot better about this matchup with San Francisco than maybe I would have 3 weeks ago. Because when you start piecing it all together, what the 49ers do, the Lions match up pretty well against it. They do. So we will certainly get into all that. Tell them about Dispo, JB Smoove.
Oh, I gotcha here. Experience Dispo Dispensaries, a team that curates an unbelievable atmosphere. Dispo is now giving away 2 tickets, plus hotels and flight accommodation to this year's big game in Vegas. Go to Dispo's Instagram page at dispo.michigan and follow the directions on their pinned post. Or you can scan that QR code right there that's on the screen. Let Woodward Sports and Dispo take you to Vegas. Dispo Dispensary, disposhops.com, your local cannabis plug.
1, 2, 3, 4. Feel alive during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest New Year's sales event ever. Get the best prices on our huge selection of award-winning Chevrolets. Like this 2024 Equinox for $188 per month. Or this 2024 Silverado for $268 per month. It's the New Year's sales event going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Lions Lions fans, your Detroit Lions are in the NFC Championship game. Let me tell you that one more time. They are in the NFC Championship game. And if you weren't at the Bullseye event tailgate yesterday, you missed out. So much was going on. Sponsored by Laundry. They had food, they had drinks, they had music, a whole bunch of entertainment as well, too, down at Easter Market. And, hey, you never know. We might do it again this upcoming weekend on Sunday, but you have to stay tuned to Woodward Sports just for all the details, and we'll tell you a little bit more once we find those out. But Bullseye Event Group, the tailgate, awesome.
Keeping it pushing here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. We're live from Feldman Chevrolet in Novi. They are Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. Still time for you to slide in, maybe get one of those 2023s. They still got a few left, so come on in here, see if you want to try to go ahead and slide out with one of those. Best in the business here at Feldman Chevrolet. These are my people here, and we're happy to be here, and we're happy to be a game away from the Super Bowl. My name is Neal Ruhl. We got JB Smoove, Big Mike Gentry here in the house. Lindsey Hunter is en route right now. So I just, usually we have these formatted things in what we're going to discuss and angles and all that stuff. And I don't have that today, man. I have my football team one game away from the Super Bowl, which we saw it. They were on this track, and we saw it at the end of last year when they almost got in the playoffs. So we expected it to some degree. What's up? What we got?
Apparently we got some breaking news here. Shout out to BMG over here. But from Tom Pelissero, 3-time Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz has signed with the Detroit Lions.
So, boom, there it is. Breaking news. Zach Ertz has signed with the Detroit Lions. So, Brock Wright went down. So, it's a move that had to be made. So, there it is. We'll see what he's got left in the tank, man.
DC's champions on the rise. He knows.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring him home. They brought Zach Ertz home. Bring him home. So there's some breaking news there. The Lions sign Zach Ertz, and another toy for Ben Johnson to play with. And I had it up here, and I lost it. So my apologies. I can't remember who sent it, but they said something to the effect of, if you look at what Ben Johnson's done and new formations that you haven't seen this year, he's got like an infinite playbook, man. Where there's always something new. He's always got something cooked. Let him cook, as BMG would say. Mike Burnham, just like Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy does not scare me. And let's get into it then. And we'll circle back with this too, like when Lindsey does get here. But the reason I'm infinitely more confident with the Lions and the 49ers is you look at this Lions rush defense. And Tampa got a few plays, but again, under 100 yards rushing, because that's where the Lions live. Everything that the Lions do well defensively, especially against the run. Now, granted, they're going to be going against the ultimate test in Christian McCaffrey, but I'm confident that they'll be able to put the ball in Brock Purdy's hands to determine the outcome of the game. And I'm comfortable with that, especially, and I know he got it done and everything like that at the end of that game, but they didn't look very good, man. They looked beatable. Now, how much of it was rust from having the week off, I don't know, but they look beatable. I mean, I don't feel fear going up against them like maybe we would have in the past. I don't fear them. So let's go. And again, as we talked about earlier, last road playoff win in Lions history, San Francisco, 1957. We are exercising all the demons, man. It's almost like it's a redemption tour here for the Lions. But yeah, Zach Ertz has signed. People talking about it here in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, and Josh Allen still taking some heat. I had a feeling Josh Allen would choke. Hey, man, BMG, that's your boy, man.
Why are you just pawning him off to me like he's my guy?
He's your guy.
I never said he was my guy. Josh Allen's a good quarterback, but
you love him.
Down the stretch in that game was just brutal, and then obviously the kicker tops it all off. But not a good game, not a good look, and now they're going to have to deal with his contract, which is the worst of it all.
Yes, they do.
Going way up, so.
Yes, they do. That is going to be the case. Harder says I'm in San Francisco. I'll be at the game. I wonder. So you're a Michigan fan. Since I got you here, BMG. So you're a Michigan fan. If you ponied up to go to the Rose Bowl, you going back in?
Oh, yeah. I would 100%. Yeah.
You going back in?
I would. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Man. How much are those tickets? I haven't heard yet. I haven't sit down to look. Let me know what those tickets are running, by the way. Woodward Sports, woodwardsports.com chat thread. Lions fan 222. CJ Gardner-Johnson's pick was nice. And that's another angle, too. CJ Gardner-Johnson. He's the guy, right? The guy that Brad Holmes went out and got. And he was the guy and played like the guy. How many times in the past did we ever see that play out? You go get your Trey Flowers type guys and bring them in and doesn't show out, doesn't perform, doesn't get the job done. CJ Gardner-Johnson's about business, and he was business out there this weekend. WoodwardSports.com chat thread, jump into there. Mark Walston, clock management is concerning me down the stretch, and that one just rolled off. Oh, yeah, clock management is concerning me down the stretch. Keep the clock moving with 3 straight runs. Don't stop the clock with incompletions. And that's the other angle of all this, too. It's time to give, and I got on this train a little bit last week, but it's time to give Dan Campbell the flowers, the coaching flowers. This team, with the football under 4 minutes to go, it's over. They get in these situations, they need to get 2 first downs. They get them, and they choke the life out of the game. And the clock management and the way that the offense executes, it's incredible. It's something we've never seen before. D Eagle 313, Branch is the unsung hero. Another draft pick. And guys, I have to do this right now because A, I like doing it, and B, I think it's more relevant now than maybe ever before. This last draft, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jack Campbell, Sam Laporta, Brian Branch. First 4 picks. Boom, 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 boom. Last year, Aiden Hutchinson, Kirby Joseph, Jamison Williams. Year before that, Penei Sewell, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Derek Barnes. See when you pick good players, how easy it can be to win? Like, isn't that wild? Thank you, Brad Holmes, for doing that, by the way. Thank you. Just incredibly, incredibly emotional yesterday. But, yeah, Brian Branch certainly has been feeling it as well. And, again, guys, like, I don't know what to say, man. They're a game from the Super Bowl. They're a game from the Super Bowl. Oh. Look who showed up. NBA champion, Detroit Piston great Lindsey Hunter has just showed up. Hey, we're going to talk in a couple minutes, Mr. Lindsey Hunter. No. I told you not to be friendly when you see me. No, but we'll get Lindsey on coming up in just a couple of minutes. Yeah, Lee McNeil, all of it, but it's I just don't know what to say, you guys. I don't, for real. Robert Kloska, Neal, remember this time last year Ben Johnson said, we need guys who break tackles. Then they go out and get Monty and Gibbs. And this is how they run the clock out. 3/4 of a yard, 3 to 4 yards is a lot different than 1. And, yes, that is it. Dan Wood, Neal, also thank you for bringing in DeBrincat to the Red Wings. Well, you're welcome. I spoke that one into existence also. Dirty Dr. D, Lindsey is now the enemy. No.
This is like watching 2 of my sons play against one.
Yeah. All right. Put the headset on, Lindsey. It works better.
You know what I mean?
No,
like
but
watching my sons play.
I did want to set this up though, Lindsey, to get you on here because I know the people are going to be saying that, and Rack says, when do we start booing Lindsey? Friday? And I know I do want it set out there though. You were one of the original believers in the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Maybe the original believer.
Yeah, because
you spoke
you
on
flunkies were sitting there with your hands between your legs, scared like, well, Lindsey, slow down. I mean, what are you saying? I'm like, just go all in. I mean, I'm not ready to go all in. You don't understand what we've been through. I mean, we've had 38 years of torture, of being terrible. I mean, you just don't understand what we – and you pansies sat there and you still wouldn't believe. And I told you every single week, no matter what happened, I never faltered. And then here you go. Well, Lindsey, you're going to have to walk me through this because I've never been through this before.
I did use that line.
Yeah, you did. I remember. I kept that in my chamber.
Chuck Brewer in the chat, though, Lindsey, says it's great to have a former Boston Celtic great on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Zach Ertz, by the way, just signed with the Lions, so they did scoop a tight end up, so they're in there. And, all right, since the question everybody wants to ask, you right now.
What do you want to ask me questions for?
Because I'm getting some vibes from the games over the weekend, and I don't think your 49ers look as sharp. That they're not this unbeatable force that maybe we painted them out to be earlier.
Well, I don't think anybody is. Nobody's an unbeatable force. Every game is going to be tight from now on. You saw that playing Baker Mayfield.
Right.
The game was nip and tuck until, Lions got two scores ahead, and then they came back again. So nobody's unbeatable. But the thing about it is you want to be at home. And there's no place like home, as Dorothy used to say.
No doubt. No doubt.
And we talk about these things all the time. Every team has flaws. There's no team that went undefeated other than that Brady team and the whatever Dolphins team that was, right? They went
72.
Undefeated in the regular season. And every team has their flaws. Every team was beaten by somebody. So somebody has a so-called method or blueprint how to attack everybody. It's just the way it is. It just comes down to who makes plays. And everybody we watched. I was impressed with what Goff did last game because I saw, and there were some great things I think Dan Campbell did to alleviate him being pressured a lot. He rolled out of the pocket. I was like, oh, great.
Somebody brought that up earlier in the chat. They said Ben Johnson sprinkles in these formations that you haven't seen all year.
Yes.
You legit never know what you're going to be dealing with when that man's got the play sheet out.
And that impressed me because I felt like, everybody's complaining about when he's getting pressured and all this stuff. But then they got him out the pocket, rolled him out a little bit. And you can tell when you watch certain things happen, you can tell that they talked about it. They discussed, if you see this look, if you see this situation, then this is what happens. They were, I think the Buccaneers fell back in a zone. And Goff didn't hesitate. He took off running. And I was like, whoa, that's different. We've never seen that.
One of the tables we were around, one of the gentlemen had the Goff rushing over a half-yard rushing. He was electric.
So I was impressed. I picked the Lions to win anyway, so it was a no-brainer for me. You skeptics.
Easy guy.
I mean, that's just the way we've been going through this all year. You guys have just been skeptics. You've been afraid. You've been afraid to jump all in all year, and I don't understand it. I told you guys. Y'all better listen to me. Y'all better start listening to me.
John Johnson, Lindsey is and has been right all along.
That's what I'm talking about. Just admit it.
That is. Hey, tell them about Guardian Alarm, JB Smoove. Right?
You're right here.
Right?
Customized solutions from real
All
experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. With 24/7 professional monitoring, you can call at any time, day or night, and know that a Guardian team member will stay on the phone with you as long as needed. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work by people who are proven to care. Call them at 1-800-STAY-OUT. Once again, that is 1-800-STAY-OUT. And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, cheers, buddy.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Neal Ruhl here for Fairway Packing Company. For over 60 years, Fairway Packing Company's provided Michigan's best restaurants, hotels, casinos with the very best beef in all the land. That's right, the prime beef, the Wagyu beef, the dry-aged beef, all of it. You can experience the Fairway difference for yourself. Visit the Grab and Go Steak Shop in Grosse Pointe Woods. I did it. Slid in there, got a couple of ribeyes, seasoned them up nice, dropped them on the grill. Best steak I've ever made in my life. And because they have the best steaks, it is Fairway Packing Company. All right, we're off and running. Lions, one game away from the Super Bowl. Yes, the Lions, one game away, 60 minutes from the Super Bowl. Early weather in Santa Clara for Sunday. Intervals of cloud and sunshine, high 72 degrees.
Ooh, I might have to go out. I'm going to have to slide out there.
Winds
I may
light
have
and variable.
to slide out there.
So there's that out there as well. So golf in the elements. Outdoors, right? That's a thing I was told, even though that's where he's born and raised. But, we'll get into all that stuff. We will. WoodwardSports.com, chat thread, jump into there, get your thoughts, subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube page and get it in there. But, Lindsey, just the emotions yesterday, me hanging out with my buddies, and it hit harder. It hit even harder than last week. This has been a pretty incredible ride, man. This has been a pretty magical ride.
Yeah, I was excited just to see how the city was just electric. Like everybody, it was like the first win was a relief, I think, and the second win was a celebration.
Yes,
it was two different types of it was two different type of feelings. I thought, and man, we talked about this. We talked about Lions in the championship game to go to the. We talked about this. Or maybe that was just me because you guys didn't believe. Yeah, I talked about this. Let me. Yeah, I talked about this.
Yeah.
But it's happening, and it's going to be. I think the four best teams are left, which I predicted the whole time.
Is Debo a running back?
He's whatever he needs to be. He is whatever he needs to be.
That's going to be electric, that matchup.
Because he will run your ass over if you are in the way.
We're going to see.
And you see D-backs don't want to tackle him.
That is. We got Ryan Poulter, director.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what? Just hope. Hey, you better be praying I don't have to come help you take all the rest of them down.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Ryan Poulter for the for the Lions colored themed balloons here at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi. But Lindsey, again, I mean, you brought it up too, and Jared Goff, man, another 103.5 rating. He's enough for people now, right? Now is he enough? I heard Spencer come to Jesus yesterday.
I mean, if he's not enough now, I'm not even talking to people who are discussing anything else. Like, why? Like, why?
I don't know. There's literally nothing else you can do.
It just becomes a I don't know. It becomes almost ignorant to talk about him not being enough to get done what what the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl. He's been there, for God's sakes. He's been there. It's everybody else that hasn't.
Isn't that pretty ironic, actually?
He knows what this feels like. This is not new to him.
Right.
So, for all the naysayers, I mean, just sit back and relax and enjoy it. Like I've been telling you guys all year, enjoy it. Enjoy your team. Stop nitpicking on, whatever you think is not good enough. I heard somebody talking about, we got to get better defensive backs. I'm like, everybody got to get better somewhere. You got what you got right now, and it's more than good enough. Celebrate it, enjoy it. Pray that your team can win it all, and just soak it up.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Two birds both stoned. 4-year blank check contract if he wins us a Super Bowl. Comes with a statue. You guys know my thoughts on the statues that should be downtown. If Lions win the Super Bowl, I'll say Goff is the man, but the goal is winning the Super Bowl. Is the goal winning the Super Bowl or not? Well, yeah, that's everybody's.
Yeah.
They're a game away from it.
That's the goal. We talked about this also. We talked about every team that starts the season, goal is to win the Super Bowl. Now, there are teams that realistically don't really have a chance, and there are teams that legitimately have a chance. Every year it's about 4 or 5 teams that legitimately have chances to win the Super Bowl. And we're seeing that come to fruition now.
Right. And I'm not dealing with the slander, like the people that are dropping the golf slander stuff in there. We're not dealing with that because that's ignorant. That is flat out ignorant to say. Flat out ignorant.
Well, people are going to continue to move the goalpost. I hear it all the time when they talk about Brock Purdy. When people say, well, he can't do this and he can't do that. Well, he needs to prove to us that he can come from behind. Well, I mean, when 6 minutes on the clock and you're down and you got to get a touchdown, and I watched that young kid march that ball right down the field in the storming rain. Dot, 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 dot. Took off for a 12-yard scramble. So now what? Because the ultimate goal is to win, right?
100%.
And now, watching the game last night, everybody was Josh Allen, and Josh Allen's a phenomenal quarterback. But all we're going to remember is what? He couldn't get it done.
Couldn't get it done, man.
That's all we're going to remember.
And that's the thing until it's not.
Yes.
It's always going to be the thing until it's not the thing anymore.
Yes. And I heard somebody, I think Dan Orlowski was, you can't blame Josh Allen. Nobody's blaming anybody. We're just saying as a quarterback, and this is just the reality of sports, as a quarterback, you get all the praise when things are going well, and you get all the criticism when things don't go well. It's just the reality. It's the nature of the business.
Because the ball is in your hand.
Yes.
The opportunity to win the game rests on you.
Yes.
And some people take advantage, and some people don't, like Josh Allen.
Right.
And they don't win. So, yeah, the Josh Allen slander, see, that can stay because that's real. Because he's home again. Again.
He cannot beat them. He cannot beat KC, man.
Mark Walston says Gibbs needs to see 75%.
Hey, man,
of the snaps.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. What have I been saying all year? Say it again. Come on. Hype me up.
What do you mean?
What have I been saying about Gibbs?
Nice with it.
Give him the rock. Guys, have I been saying this all year? Hey,
Yes,
I know it hurts you guys that I'm right about all this stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. I've been saying Gibbs needs to get majority of the run. He needs to get majority of the runs because he's so explosive, and you never know. If one guy misses, he's to the house. I've been saying it all year. But what have I heard? No, we need to, slowly implement him into the – for what? He's a stud.
That plant foot and that cutback, man, is built different.
He's a stud. Dude, I've seen running backs like that. And those dudes are hard to come by.
Cats. Allen's been far better in the playoffs than Goff. Not close, yeah? One guy's home. One guy's home, one guy's not.
It doesn't matter how good he's been in the playoffs. He's not playing now.
Right.
So he's not good right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, because, again, and we'll have all week to do this, But I do want to touch on a lot of the things here. And remember this also. The teams that are left, obviously the Lions went to Baltimore, got cooked. Lions went to Kansas City and beat them.
Yep.
Like, that's what's making this more real to me, Lindsey.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny because matchups matter.
100%.
Just because, that team beat that team, that means we can beat them. No, that doesn't mean that. Because that matchup may be a totally different thing for that squad, And that like you said, that makes it interesting. That makes it makes everybody kind of want to watch and see what happens. Because I think it'll be fascinating. Because I was thinking if Buffalo won, they would have a good chance to beat the Ravens. But I just felt like the Ravens didn't want to see Mahomes.
I don't think so either. I legit don't think so either, man.
I was like, they don't want to see Mahomes. That's a different animal.
But you know what, though? I think, and it goes back to what D-Mac says all the time, and you share this mentality. And Brady, you guys were professional players. The only way is through.
Yes.
That's the only way. The only way is through.
And you've heard me say this. When people say, well, I think we want to play. No, I don't care who we play. Like, I don't look at whatever's going on and say, man, I hope they beat them so we can play. No. Whoever wins, line them up. Let's see what's what. If it's them, it's them. If it's not, it doesn't matter. Let's line them up. Let's put our cleats on and let's see what's what. When you start trying to pick your opponent and, I think we match up better with them, you end up getting your ass kicked.
Facts, man. That's truth. 100% truth. But, yeah, I mean, it is. It's just I don't even know what to do. I don't even know how to act. I don't know what to say.
Hey, just relax.
I've never had this feeling before.
I know. I'm trying to walk you through this.
I know.
Just calm down. It's going to be all right.
All right. Winter times better with comfort foods from Big Boy. You guys know what it is. Try the veal parmesan or the Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl. What about breakfast? The new potato pancakes or the stuffed potato pancakes are back. Don't forget about the classic, the lumberjack, or the Santa Fe garden omelets. Also, apple pie hotcakes that are too good to miss. And you can chase it all with a brand new gingerbread shake for dessert. That is right. Get to your local Big Boy for comfort foods today.
Have you ever wondered where all the finest restaurants get their steaks? It's Fairway Packing Company, providing Michigan restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef for over 60 years. But now you can buy these cuts of meat for yourself at the Steak Shop by Fairway Packing Company. Prime porterhouse, A5 Japanese New York strip steak, dry-aged Wagyu beef tomahawk. Delicious. Get to the Steak Shop today. Enjoy fine wine, have a private party, and get the finest cuts of meat anywhere. The Steak Shop on Mack Avenue in Grosse Pointe Woods, or order online, fairwaypacking.com.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Oh, for me, right? Hey, welcome back, everybody. Good to be back here. We are live at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi. We got the merch, right, from woodwardsports.com/shop. You guys know what it is. It's hoodie season. It's beanie season. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey. There's a Woodward Sports golf line as well. Go to woodwardsports.com/shop today. Get the Stoke Not Scared t-shirt. Should be an essential part of your wardrobe. All right, again, back here at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer, Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter. We have JB Smoove. We have Big Mike Gentry as well. And we're just kind of taking it in, guys. And I don't really know what to do with my hands or any of this. This is all new, but it is fun. And just Brad Holmes, man. Brad Holmes.
It's going to be hard to keep that guy in town. They're going to have to open that. They're going to have to bring the Brinks truck, back that truck up.
He did it, man.
Yeah, back that truck up.
He did it in 3 years.
Because I'm hearing already people are throwing money at him. I'm hearing people are throwing money at him like, hey, come on down to Jacksonville. I love you down here.
No, you can't.
Hey.
You absolutely can't.
You don't have to pay him.
Jump into that woodwardsports.com chat thread and get your thoughts. But, again, it's just usually we have these, like, segmented topics to get to, but I'm taking it in because the Detroit Lions are 60 minutes from the Super Bowl. And I'm going to keep saying it.
Well, I think you should keep saying, let's watch the championship game first. See, that's the thing about you, Neal.
What? What's the thing about me, Lindsey?
I led you here. I'm leading you. I'm showing you how to do it. You're getting to it. You're getting too antsy. You got to relax.
We still got time. We still got time. You know, let it play out. Donkey Kong. This is so amazing, everybody. Just amazing. I know, right? It is unbelievable. But the Lions get the win 31-23. What was the deal with Tampa not taking the timeout, by the way? They were just like, we tried. We were close enough.
I don't know, man. I have no idea what they I guess they were like, hey, pack it up. Let's go.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8 catches, 77 yards, a touchdown as well. And him and Mike Evans put on a show, man. They were going back and forth.
Dude. I'm watching those catches. So because Mike missed 2. He missed 2.
Yeah.
The one interception hit his hands and got picked. But after that, dude was catching the one he caught when he was sliding on the ground. I was like, okay, now we got a game. And then, hey, you got to give Baker Mayfield some credit too, because Baker Mayfield played his butt off.
He did. He was just Baker Mayfield though.
No,
he was on brand.
I'm not going to say no.
He was on brand.
Nope. His offensive line failed him because and I give the defense coordinator credit because they had some elaborate blitzes that nobody picked up on. They were coming from the edges, butt naked.
No doubt. Yeah. No doubt.
So there was nothing he could do. What you want him to do?
And again,
he played a good game, man.
Yeah, he was. That's big. The Baker Mayfield experience, though. He's going to turn it over in a big spot. He's going to, and he did.
I'm not.
That's how it works, Lindsey.
So we're going to fault. We're going to fault him for turning it over when all he was doing was trying to make a play. When you're down and you're trying to catch up, you try to make plays. You take chances.
No, I get that.
I like quarterbacks that take chances.
A stat I heard about Mike Evans yesterday, by the way, has never gotten under 1,000 yards receiving in his career in a season. It's unbelievable, man. He's pushing 12,000 yards and had one of his best seasons this year, too,
he's
man.
Just he's so tall, man. It's tough on D-backs back there trying to, stay in front of that dude.
What's your handicap, Lions-Niners? Right now, early handicap.
Probably 3.5.
How do you see it playing out?
I think it'll be a field goal game. I think it'll be close. 31-28.
Can you imagine? Just the temperature in the town.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And with places like San Francisco and Kansas City, they're so used to, like, being there. But I don't think San Francisco gets bored with it because they want to win. It's like watching New England. New England got spoiled so much. Yeah. They expect, like, we're supposed, and they were rightfully so. Tom Brady got you 6 of them things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and too, I think, because I think Patrick Mahomes is becoming a victim of that a little bit. Like when you are that elite, when you're that good all the time, because it's kind of glossed over. What did he do, man? He was on brand.
Bro.
First road playoff game ever, Fourth quarter.
He walked in there and
took it.
Yeah, because everybody was saying, oh, he's never played on the road. Think about how amazing that is.
Oh, I know, man.
For him to have never played a road playoff game? And how many – come on, man. That's crazy. When they said that, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what do you mean he hadn't played a road? Well, he's always been the top dog.
I'm so excited. AC says it here. CJ shuts down Debo. I can't wait for that. It's like a heavyweight fight.
Is he a cover corner?
Can he tackle a running back?
I don't think so. I'm not that guy. He better try to cover somebody. And I don't like all that talking either. Shut up and play the game. I used to love when guys talk.
I did. I like it.
I do too, because I would just say, okay, wait till we get out on the court. I'm going to knock the shit out of you.
Your mom's favorite skater. 49ers know all about Goff. They'll be ready for him.
I think both teams will be ready. That won't be a problem. Both teams are going to be ready. I just want to get both games. I want to see both teams at their absolute best and just
see how it plays.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom says whoever gets too cute between Ben Johnson and Shanahan will lose. Did you? If there were, I did think that they went away from the run. Like if you're going to nitpick something, I felt like they got too much away from the run, especially down near the goal line a couple times. Lions did, but in the end,
Yeah, I mean it's hard to say. I did like some of the shifting the Lions were doing because they don't shift that much as San Fran normally does, but San Fran has went totally away from all the shifting. And maybe they do that according to how if they think they're a guy or they want to differentiate zone defense from man or whatever. I did like some of that because I think that confused the Bucs a little bit on the back end because guys weren't switching or guys were getting confused in coverages. Mm-hmm. And that middle was.
You know what's funny too is that game played out yesterday a lot like the game in Tampa, where look, Tampa's good, like they're a good team, they're good, they got a good defense, and it just like down there in Florida when they played, it took a minute to get it all settled. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like as far as the Lions went and how it went back and forth. But once they were able to pop that top, then it was on.
Yeah, I mean when you're home and you can keep pressure on a team, that's the toughest thing. That's why I say. Watching Patrick Mahomes, boy, because that game was full of pressure the whole night. It was no room for error. And dude just methodically took him down. And I told you, Kelsey was going to be Kelsey. He overcame the Taylor Swift curse, and he was himself again. That's just what guys like that do.
He was, though. He was definitely on brand. There is no doubt about it. WoodwardSports.com chat thread, jump into there. Justin Station says you're allowed to talk ish when you make it to the NFC Championship.
No, you want to win it all. You want to win it all.
Here's a good Mahomes stat for you that somebody just put in. Bradley K. Mahomes is 13-3 in the playoffs now.
Damn.
Put that perspective. Peyton Manning was 14-13.
I know that's insane. What was Brady? I want to know what Brady was. I know it's something astronomical because Brady won so much.
Yeah, I mean it is. The Mahomes, and no one's talking about the Mahomes, But that just goes to show you too, like this Lions team in the story, they're on the cover of the New York Post.
Yeah. Well, you think
America's
about it.
real team.
Yeah, think about this. So it's been how many years? 30 what? How many years has it been? 38 years?
Since 1992. That was the last time they won a playoff game.
Yep, that's when I first got here.
Yep.
That's when I first got here. How old are you guys? So you were babies. You weren't even born. I've been here 30 some odd years.
The real America's team, man.
Yeah, you guys weren't even born.
You know what, though? And David Witt brings this up, and this is accurate. You got to remember, the 49ers lost to the Vikings. And no team has ever lost to Kirk Cousins and won a Super Bowl.
See, when y'all start doing stuff like that, you jinx yourself. Stop depending on foolishness to get
I'm just bringing up the fact that it's a point.
It's a stupid point.
No, it's factually correct, though.
But it's stupid.
They lost to him.
It's stupid. Mahomes had never won on the road in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, but he never played on the road
That's
either.
my point. Hey,
Yeah.
we can make up anything we want to. Play the game. And that's what happens. Like, this is the most irritating thing, when people just get overboard and start just making up crazy stuff. We want to see the game. I don't care nothing about all the shenanigans.
Before we go to the break,
Substance over shenanigans.
this one comes from Jonesy, and this was something that I've been talking about with a couple of my friends too. Remember, the Lions went 0-16 in this century and have still made it to an NFC championship game before the Dallas Cowboys have. That's right. That's right.
Hey, man, there's almost nothing more pleasurable than watching the misery of the Dallas Cowboy fans, because they torment me on my Facebook page.
They do.
I mean, they come after me every day.
They come after everybody all the time.
know.
It's so delusional, man. It's so delusional. All right, tell them about Swiss Insurance, JB Smooth.
Oh, I got you. Hey, do you have football on the brain like us? Well, of course you do. This college football season was amazing. The NFL is winding down with only 4 remaining teams. But you know what you can't wind down on? That's shopping your home and auto insurance. Shop it like a pro with the pros at Swiss Insurance. They cover us here at WSN, and they should be covering you as well. Ask for Mark at Swiss Insurance today, or you can give them a call at 248-800-4177. That is Swiss Insurance.
At Planet Fitness, you can get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this?
You don't know how to use it?
This is better.
Join now through January 19th for just 24 cents down, $10 a month. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Join today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended through January 19th.
Over 50 Metro Detroit locations.
Feel alive during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest New Year's sales event ever. Get the best prices on our huge selection of award-winning Chevrolets. Like this 2024 Equinox for $188 per month. Or this 2024 Silverado for $268 per month. It's the New Year's sales event going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com. Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Rest in peace, the same old Lions. And guess what else has found the grave? That same old rock, paper, scissors game. That's right, Jack Labrador has revolutionized that tire game with 2 new symbols and a franchise-changing 3-point play. It's the new card game that's sweeping the nation and sweeping Woodward Sports as well. Big D Energy, you know, we're the kings of that game. You can do it too. Go to jacklabrador.gg, scan the code on the screen. Whatever you need to do, go to jacklabrador.gg. And once you go Jack, you'll never go back. Keeping it pushing here, Big D Energy. Hour number 2, Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter. Big Mike Gentry, JB Smooth as well.
Our guy Derek R. says, which team has more pressure on them? He said he's leaning towards San Francisco. There's no doubt the Niners have more pressure on them.
No question.
I mean, you've been knocking on the door for 2 years now, and you went out and assembled the Super Friends.
Yep.
So it's more pressure on them. The Lions have no pressure. It's done. And pressure was the first playoff game. After that.
And that's kind of how I'm feeling. But as we were talking about, we're live from Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. So come on out. See the guys and gals out here. They will get you handled and get you into that new car. No doubt about it. But, Lindsey, I do want to take that angle because that's how I feel, right? Like I go off gut feeling a lot. And once they won yesterday, it feels like a complete free roll. It's a free roll. Like, legit it is, because the timetable's been accelerated.
Yep.
They came in a lot hotter than we all would have even expected to be. And now it is. To me, it's you're there, obviously, and you don't get to do this all the time because it's been over 30 years since we've been there. But with that being said, you want to capitalize on it. But at the same time, Lindsey, like, it doesn't matter how it plays out to me. It doesn't.
No,
and I know, like, certain people, if things fit their narrative, they'll jump back on, and you know, we'll dismiss that and wave it away and keep it pushing. But I do feel like the pressure question that got asked, that is 100% all on the shoulders of San Francisco.
Yeah, no doubt. And they know that. They know that. And I think watching the Green Bay game and watching what transpired, like, because I knew the game was going to be nip and tuck, because I was like, look, 49ers hadn't played in 3 weeks, essentially.
Right.
I said, I just don't know who can come. Even as a basketball player, if you're out that long, it's no way you come back and you're sharp. It's just, it can't happen. It takes a while. But also, I'm going to give credit to Green Bay, because everybody's talking about the Bears are going to be next up. No, Jordan Love got next.
That's your guy.
I've been telling you. Hey, I mean, how many times am I going to be right?
Speaking of right, though, BMG. What? Speaking of right, BMG.
You did get the people right on Carolina. Just barely, though. But you got them right.
Speaking of right, BMG.
You got them right. I don't know what your other bet was, though. Didn't you have two?
Jordan Love with the interception and the Niners with the win.
It was a good weekend for the get right.
It was.
It was a good weekend.
I just wanted
BMT, you didn't do too well this weekend?
I didn't really put in too many bets. Honestly, I bet on the Lions game, and I came up short by some Monty yards, but I didn't really do too much.
Okay.
And what was your other one that you had the slip of? Kittle first touchdown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a great weekend for you.
100%. Yeah, the boys were doing all right. They were buzzing, no doubt. So yeah. But again, it's a total free roll for the Detroit Lions to me next week. And Lindsey, sometimes that can make you more dangerous, right?
You're saying what now?
For the Lions just being on a total free roll, nothing to lose.
Yeah, totally. It's the same as Green Bay. Like, Green Bay went into Dallas, and Dallas didn't know what hit them. And they put 50 on them. Like, that just doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? You're not just going to roll in on the road and give somebody a 50 ball. You know, so it's the same thing. You can't. And I don't think anybody right now, the teams that are left playing, nobody's looking at any of those teams and saying, oh, this is a fluke. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, these are the best teams. And if I remember correctly, we had ranked these teams earlier. And my rankings were
It did come full circle for you. You know, you really, really did.
My rankings were, I think it was Baltimore, San Fran, the Lions at 3, and who was that 4th team? I didn't put the Cowgirls up there.
No.
Because I would never put them up there, regardless of how good they are.
And somebody earlier said things played out nicely for the Lions because of the collapse of the Cowboys. And I would re-say that a different way. I would say things played out nicely for the Lions because the Cowboys are the Cowboys, and they did what they always do.
But and that's why I was saying it didn't matter if the Lions had to play the Cowgirls, because they were going to demolish them anyway.
Right.
That's just who the Cowgirls are.
Here on Mark M., the people who hated drafting Gibbs Laporta instead of the dude in Philly just need to trust Brad instead of Mel. And here on Mark M., like, you guys remember when we did those shows, that was my statement on it all. I said, I trust Brad Holmes, right, Lindsey? You remember we did the show together. I think it was you and I together. I said I'm gonna defer to him. Say on the surface, I don't like it.
Yep, you were questioning. A lot of things. What do you normally do? That's what smart people do.
But I said
everything.
I'm gonna let him roll.
Hey, he's been right about this. I'm just gonna. I gotta trust what he does.
You sounded like me. That's pretty much how I sounded, I think. You know, but no, I mean it is. It's just I keep circling back and going to that. Brad Holmes, thank you for the work you've done. Thank you for doing this for the city, and thank you for doing this for the Detroit Lions fan. Thank you for being good at your job. When so many before you were not, you are. Thank you. I got nothing left after that, Lindsey.
Hey, he's when we talked about the moves that he was making in the summer, he had a method to his madness, and we saw it clearly. There was no guessing. Oh, no, he methodically trades the pick, moved down, got his guys, Laporta, Gibbs, and people were like, why are you taking running backs? Running backs aren't valuable. How valuable is he now?
He's got 4 picks in the first 3 rounds again. 4 picks in the first 3 rounds again.
He's hit, man. He's hit on every one.
Oh, my God, dude. Like, when's the last time, like, a Lion player signed a second contract?
We talked about that. It was, who?
Oh, Ragnow and Decker, right?
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And Stafford, I guess.
Yep.
And Calvin. Other than that, though.
Yeah, that's been it.
It's been so dry. And that's why I keep coming back to that, man, and that's what made this weekend special.
Hey, a question for you. How are you feeling about that $50 million salary for golf right now?
Whatever Brad says. Whatever Brad said. I mean, we covered that. Yeah.
I know what Brad says, but I'm just saying, how are you feeling about that right now? Because, I've been telling you that $50 million is the benchmark.
Whatever. To have a 103.5 QBR in a playoff game?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm good with it.
Because you were a bit opposing to it at first. You were like, I'm not signing him.
I had a path where you could get him cheaper than that.
Yeah, no, you wanted to franchise him and,
back-to-back franchise tag, let him play out this year, give him the back-to-back franchise
Would
tag.
you want to treat a guy that has done historical things in your city like that? Would you want to franchise him? Would you want to?
No, I wouldn't. Because that's where the disconnect's going to come with the fans, Lindsey. And you know this because you lived it.
Right.
There is something to be said for that, like the way you go about business.
Yes, absolutely.
And Brad Holmes doesn't strike me as that. Like
no.
And
see, and think back in the day when Scott Mitchell and Barry Sanders were free agents, how they handled that situation.
Badly.
They gave Scott Mitchell all that money that he hadn't proven anything, and you dragged the situation out with Barry. Those things are lingering in the past, but those things, because now Brad Holmes is in the front office and Brad Holmes has a system of checks and balances that he goes by, and he does things the right way.
Smokin brings up a kind of a good analogy. Brad Holmes has as many mistakes in a single draft as other GMs pick good players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
It's so few. Catspot, Detroit can't franchise Goff. The cap hit is too high. The franchise tag this year coming up for 2024 is going to be around $39 million. That's the quarterback franchise tag.
Right. Who was certified supply chain professional said Lindsey said he would pay Goff $25 to $30 million. Lies. What have I been saying, Goff? I said you starting at what? What have I said starting at? 45.
Yeah. Mid-40s, yeah.
Starting there because that's what Danny Dimes got.
Yeah, and again, too, like, I know that this is a show that we do later, like maybe when it does come down to the end, and
right.
I wonder how much Jared Goff will do the time. Tom Brady was way under market. Under market.
But that's Tom Brady. He could afford to be. The guy had his wife made more money than him. I'm not want to hear that about Tom Brady. Oh, he's giving the in town the hometown discount. No, he wasn't. And Tom Brady got everything in the world for free anyway. For God's sakes, the guy had a car built for him exclusively, a Tom Brady edition. What was it, a Bentley or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, something crazy like that. So, I mean, I'm not hearing that. Tom Brady ain't take no discounts. He made it up.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Alex Haggerty. Next year, Goff is only at $25 million. He's still on contract next year. No, I know. Absolutely. But that plays into what Lindsey was saying. I think he's what is that cap hit next year? Cap hits 31.5. Excuse me. But, yeah, so the cap hits 31.5. So the whole lame duck thing, though, Lindsey, like that's not the way you go about business.
No, you can't do that, man. You can't. And I don't even know why we're talking about it, because I don't think the way Brad Holmes goes about his business, he
won't be that.
Yeah, he's not that type of GM.
No doubt about it. But Planet Fitness is that type of gym. Everybody, it's the best gym in the gym game. Black card, $24.99 a month. Probably the best value in the gym game. Also, over 50 Metro Detroit locations alone. There's always a Planet Fitness close by. When we come out here to Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Planet Fitness right around the corner. That's where I go get it in every morning before we come out here to Feldman Chevrolet. So, guys, it is. It's the best gym. I'll never be a member of another gym. It's Planet Fitness all the way for me.
Do they have a rock wall?
No, they don't, which is why it doesn't cost you $110 a month, because you don't need a rock wall. You need to get on the treadmill and get your work in, lift the weights, the 30-minute circuit, all of it. It's there for you at Planet Fitness. Go to planetfitness.com or pull in the parking lot and join there. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Savor the heart of home at Big Boy with our all-new down-home comfort dishes. Feast on home-style goodness with our Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl, veal parmigiana, and apple pie hotcakes. The down-home delight doesn't stop there. Potato pancakes are back. Dive into the richness of our perfectly crafted potatoes with our classic potato pancakes and our stuffed potato pancakes. Top off your meal with our new gingerbread shake, a seamless blend of creamy vanilla and sweet gingerbread flavors. Nothing beats the comforting taste of down-home cooking. Enjoy every bite, only at Big Boy.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class buying experience, and it's called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Go to feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. And don't forget, we're out here every other Monday live from Feldman Chevrolet here in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. Slide on in here. See my guy Mark Murray here at Feldman Chevy of Novi. 2023 vehicles left over. They got to get them out of here. So come on down and check it out. Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy on another victory Monday. The Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship game. The Detroit Lions 60 minutes from the Super Bowl. All the chips in the middle of the table. Sunday night, San Francisco. 72 degrees. Light and variable winds.
No rain.
No rain. All those chips in the middle of the table, Lindsey.
That's what you want.
Legacies on the line. Franchise-altering moments. The biggest stakes. And we're a part of it. We're there.
You're surprised? Yeah, you are.
Lindsey.
I can answer that
Lindsey,
for you. I know you're surprised.
You can't. you can't help but not be. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
Like, they're good. Like, they're a good team. They're a good franchise. They're set up perfectly. Tons of cap space, tons of draft capital, high-quality players on rookie contracts. He's got the system set up, too, where it can just keep feeding itself now. And that's the way that it works. Because I hear people talking about, Goff with the money and stuff like that. And if you pay Goff, then how are you going to do Hutchinson and Sewell and St. Brown and all those guys? Guess what your team has to do every year? They got to make decisions. And they got to make choices.
Yes.
And that's the way that it works.
Yep.
But the franchise has been sustainable for the 49ers because you look at the drafts, man.
At the draft picks.
Look at the draft. It just keeps feeding itself all the time. We're there now. And that's really, like, when I talk about a free roll, I honestly do feel like that it is a free roll because of the foundation of the organization is set up to be sustainable.
Right. But that's we talked about that early on. I was more complimentary because I knew, watching how they went about their business, watching how they picked, who they picked. They got their guys. When you see teams because some teams are just throwing darts. Oh, we're going to take the best talent available. Well, that's okay sometimes if you're going to but they went after specifics. They knew exactly the guys that they wanted, the type of demeanors they wanted, and they went and got them. And regardless of what anybody said on the outside, they went and got their guys, and you can see it. That's when you start developing your culture, and I know culture is thrown around a lot. Culture only matters when you win. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
The culture is only good when you win.
100%.
So.
It's funny, too, just because I was taking a look at it. For next year, the 49ers got about $1.5 million in cap space right now. That's it. Like, they're hedged, man, and they're all in. You got Trent Williams next year at a $31.5 million cap hit. Debo's a $28.5 million cap hit. Like, it's up there. It's real, man. It's real for them. And the more I talk about it, the more you realize just what's on the line, even for the 49ers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a couple of more years with Brock at $900,000. I feel so bad for the guy, man. Guy has a roommate. You know how expensive it is out there in California? Guy's still living with a roommate. Can you imagine?
Well, yeah. You lived out there.
I know, it's just expensive.
Yeah. You lived out there.
I was making more than $900.
He's got 2024, 2025, Purdy does. He does get a raise in 2025, though. He gets up to $1.1 million. So he'll be balling.
I want to give a shout-out, too, man, to one of our homegrown players that play with the 49ers, Jalen Graham. He hadn't suited up this year, but he's a great linebacker. He's gonna be on that linebacker tree for the 49ers. Jalen Graham, remember the name.
Okay.
Remember the name now.
Okay.
That's who gets me tickets too. So.
Oh, that's your plug. Yeah.
His son plays on my AAU team. I mean, his little brother plays on my AAU team, Bryce Graham. So the Graham family are great people, and their son is a 49er. So we talk every game and shoot texts back and forth. His son almost was activated. I wanted to see him because he's going to be a hell of a linebacker, dude.
Yeah.
He's fast as hell.
You going out there for the game?
I'm thinking about it.
You going to stay with Brock Purdy?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'll pay him a little something for, give him a little extra money in his pocket.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it for real, though.
Harold Williams says Lions are at plus 6.5. Glad I bet the 7 before it went down. Yeah, that's when I saw it pop up. I saw it pop up at the 7. But the early business community is backing the Lions, so there's that out there as well. What about this? The 49ers game, because now it's relevant for us to talk about. That game against the Packers.
Right.
What'd you think about Purdy?
I think he did what he had to do.
He wasn't at his sharpest. That's fair.
No, he did what he had to do. It was and I the biggest thing I was afraid of is the fact that they hadn't played. He hadn't played in 3 weeks. Like, you got a young quarterback like that, they need to play to stay sharp. And considering the weather, I mean, he was just off. And I saw it from the beginning. I'm like, dude, he's off. He's missing receivers by a yard or so, throwing it at their feet. But when 6 minutes came on the clock and all the marbles were on the table, he let his nuts hang.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he did, absolutely. he absolutely did, man.
And that's when I said to myself, I like this kid. This kid is – I bought into it.
Yeah, you've been on him, yeah.
I bought into it. And I don't care what people say. Oh, you know, the kid, it does what. And we look at quarterbacks, and just because, oh, well, he has CMC, Debo, IU, Kittles. I mean, look at all those weapons. Well, you know, there are a lot of guys that play with a lot of weapons. And what did they do? They couldn't win shit.
No, I agree.
You know, you can't get mad at a guy because every quarterback wants weapons. I mean, what quarterback goes into the season and says, hey, I don't need weapons.
Right.
I don't want to play with a good running back and a good receiver. I just want to do it myself. Nobody goes into the season and says that. Every team wants to have a great running back or a great running attack and great receivers. We can look back at the great Super Bowl teams. They all had something. Did anybody say when the greatest show on turf was alive? What were people saying? They didn't down Kurt Warner because he was lighting the scoreboards up because he was throwing all those great receivers and he had Marshall Faulk in the backfield. Shit.
Torrey Holt, yeah.
Yeah. Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt.
Yeah.
Man, they had a squad.
They had a stable of dudes out there. Stable of dudes.
You know?
Smokin brings something up that I wanted to touch on too. Says the Rams wide receivers were supposed to be deadly to our secondary, and they weren't.
No, they were.
So we got
Who said that?
think these wide receivers are going to smoke us. And like Smokin, like I keep hearing that too, and I understand it. And like Puka Nacua got his yards, and Mike Evans got his yards and stuff like that. But the Rams were kicking field goals.
Right.
Buccaneers scored 23 points. That's not going to be good enough to win. Lions have one of the better offenses in all the NFL. 23 points on the road at Ford Field ain't going to be enough to beat the Lions. Not when they're at home. So, like, the defense is fine. I mean, is it something that's going to be addressed? Yes, obviously it's going to be addressed. But this defense is good enough to win with right now. It's good enough.
Yeah.
Is it the best defense left? No, it's not.
No.
But they're good enough to win.
Yeah,
they're opportunistic enough.
Yeah, I think with the Lions, they're going to have to beef up the linebackers, get a stud linebacker or two, and you know, tighten up the backside, the D-backs, secondary. And I think they'll be able to do that. I don't think that'll be a problem.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, D. Smitty says, I still got a bet slip for Dan Campbell, Coach of the Year, and the Lions to win the NFC and Kansas City versus Detroit in the Super Bowl that I made on September 3rd. That's going to be a pretty nice payout, man. However, that's John Fisher. Hey, I did have a question about the 49ers, by the way. Mm-hmm. They have Chase Young, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why we're playing in this game.
Okay. Well, I didn't hear a lot.
You can't complain about a move you make when you get this far, right?
No, 100%. Hey, I'm just telling you.
Because there's a lot of people made moves, but there's only 4 teams left. So, to me, when you do things and you get to where you're trying to go, hey, you can't complain. And Chase Young's been fine. It's been fine.
Okay.
We're winning. I mean, if we'd lost, I would have said it was all for naught. But we got right back to where we originally wanted to be, at home.
We gonna see.
Always. You know, I never dug smoke. I am the smoke.
Sunday night, man, the NFC Championship game. Who's the champion of the pet supply game?
Oh, you know that definitely has to be Premier Pet. Come on now. When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years with 13 Metro Detroit locations, over 60 brands of food, lowest prices, and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. Check them out online today at www.premierpetsupply.com.
At work and at home. We're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, cheers, buddy.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Back at it here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. We are live at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi. They are Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. Pull up on them, get those cars. Still got a couple 2023 vehicles in stock. I'm told they gotta clear them out for all the new 24s that are rolling in. So come on down here and get you your new car. But Neal, Ruhl, Lindsey, Hunter, as we said, Big Mike Gentry, and of course JB Smoove here out on the road. But we're just talking about it, man. Just still talking through it. Still can't believe it. 60 minutes away from the Super Bowl, 6:30 Sunday night. Kick the ball.
Let's go.
Kick the ball.
Let's go. It's going to be electric.
What's your level of concern?
I have none. I'm never concerned. Honestly. People were trying to act like I was concerned about the game that we were just in. And I was like, I said, dude, look. Two things are going to happen.
Yeah, Jordan Love's going to throw a pick.
No.
Which he did.
Not even that. I said, we're either going to win or we're going to lose. I said, and either way, I'm not an excuse maker. You know what I mean? I've never, my dad wouldn't allow that when I was growing up. He wouldn't even let me talk about excuses. So it is what it is. I always look at myself and say, I got to get better. So if you don't win, you got to get better, right? That's the approach you should take, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what winners do. See, winners do what losers won't. And most winners, they self-diagnose. They don't blame people. They don't say, oh, the field goal kicker like last night. Oh, the field goal kicker missed the field goal. Well, guess what, Josh? Make the fucking play.
Get in the end zone. Take that out of the equation. Right. No, 100%.
So you win or you lose. If Brock Purdy doesn't drive us down the field to score the touchdown, game over.
Let's take a look at the weekend in the NFL, and obviously we've been centered on what the 49ers did, but also to the Chiefs and the Bills, and Mahomes does what he does. He's 13-3 in the playoffs, and it goes back to it, Lindsey, just what we talked about earlier. I know the Lions have become like the national media darling in all this, and you see it too on the cover of the New York Post and all that. America's real team. It is kind of getting lost in the wash a little bit, I think, that Patrick Mahomes and what he did, he went in there and he just took the dub and they got on the plane and they went home. He's so great that he's a victim of his success now.
Yeah, man, and it's hard to, pick against that dude. He's one of those guys. That's like prime Brady.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how much time was left on the clock, you felt like Brady was going to go get a touchdown, or get you in field goal range. And that's what Patrick Mahomes brings to the game, man. That dude is dangerous. And we've talked all season about, oh, man, Kansas City just don't have it. They don't look right. You know, Taylor Swift is running all over the place. It just wasn't right. And when they got in the playoffs,
they did what they do.
He flipped that switch, and Patrick Mahomes, boy, came out there and he's handing out L's.
Andrew says, Neal, how mad will you be if Jake Moody hits a 55-yard field goal to end the Lions' run? Oh, I'd be devastated. You can't allow that to happen to me. You can't allow that to happen to me.
Oh, man.
You can't. Don't let that happen, please. That would be absolutely soul-crushing.
Smoking says, we love you, Lindsey, just not this week.
That's fair.
Dude, the Lions are my second team. I've been telling you that. I've been here for over 30 years. I have Lions jerseys in my house. I only have Lions and 49er jerseys. No, I have a Walter Payton jersey because he went to Jackson State. But that's it.
Yep. The other game, too, we haven't discussed it for 1 second. The Ravens just rolled through the Texans in the second half of that football game. And Lamar was him, and he had 100 yards rushing and a couple of touchdowns. And the Ravens in the second half of that game looked strong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, the Texans put up a fight the first half, and I'm telling you, dude, C.J. Stroud is that guy.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. You would think that you're going to see a lot of Houston because, and you know whose expense it's going to be at? And it'll make me laugh? Jacksonville. And your guys' God and Savior, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Tired of hearing about that guy. And he'll be talking again next year. I don't know. Wait for Jacksonville to bounce back.
Oh, man.
Trevor T-Law. That's what the kids call him, T-Law?
Oh, man.
Not seeing it, man. Not seeing it with him. But, yeah, no, you're absolutely right. C.J. Stroud is legit, and the Texans are going to be a force. So
Steve Wiles said, Lindsey, you're my 30th favorite Piston of all time. Good, thanks, Steve Wiles.
You're my favorite Celtic of all time, though,
You're
Lindsey.
not my favorite person on anything.
My all-time favorite Boston Celtic is Lindsey Hunter.
Me too, because I don't like any of them.
Early look ahead. A lot of pressure on them Ravens on Sunday.
Dude, hey, when they see homeboy walk off that bus,
then it's real.
Hey, you see what he walked in the arena with last night?
No.
Dude had pinstripes on, pinstripe suit, clean as a whistle, with the shades on. I was like, okay, Patty Holmes. And he took care of business.
Yeah. Yes, he did, man. He put the Buffalo Bills to bed. Bills ever going to get it done?
Done what? Get what done?
Is Josh Allen ever going to win a Super Bowl?
No, they're done. That window just did that. And Pat Mahomes shut it for him.
The Stephon Diggs stuff is starting, and it's just like a BMG's just stunned.
Right.
He's so sad. Big Mike Gentry. Those you can't see it. He's so crushed because we're talking about his boy Josh Allen and just throwing all the slander. Keep in mind, tomorrow, Rest in Peace Tuesday. It's going to be a good one. Absolutely it will be a good one. But yeah, Lindsey, I mean, just as a whole, you have two quality football games. I cannot wait for Sunday.
No, it's going to be exciting, man. Going to be exciting.
What's your take on that first game? How you see it playing out?
Man. Patty, my homeboy. I just can't bet against him. It's hard to. I've watched him, and I've always looked at him like, dang. He finds a way to get it done. And then, you know, he's unorthodox with that funny-looking run. He does whatever it takes to win the game, dude. It's hard to count. If Baltimore didn't want to see them, I guarantee you, deep down inside.
Oh, no. Yeah.
They'd rather see Josh because they know Josh
agree.
Josh gonna give them an opportunity. But hey, my homeboy, man, hard to bet against that dude, man.
I know, and already the talk from some people in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, concerning the Bills thing, the Josh Allen things. Jay says Josh Allen needs some help. He carries that team. Imagine if he had receivers like Goff has.
What?
Like, I don't know, like Stephon Diggs. right?
Yeah, whatever, man. Dude had a chance to win, man.
I know. I just again, I cannot wait for Sunday, just to watch it all and just see how it all plays out, to be a participant in it, to watch that first game and going, oh, is this who we're going to be playing next week in the Super Bowl?
Getting ahead of yourself. See,
that's how it works.
I don't say things like that. I just let it play out. You ever noticed that about me? Because and I know you haven't been here. You've never been here before. It's only your first time. Maybe I'll forgive you. No, but because I'm winning 2 rings. I'm all about them championships, boss. And if I can't get it, I'm just like, whatever, man.
Danny G says, I have the Ravens by 21.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people talking in there.
Okay.
Talking a lot about the Ravens, man. They like them.
Yeah, okay.
You know how I think it's going to play out? I think the Chiefs are going to be down at the 2-minute warning. And you know the rest. And you know the rest. Like Lamar will probably run a touchdown in or something with like 3 minutes to go.
Hey, should have ran the clock out.
And Patty Mahomes will go back in the locker room and put the suit on and go out and play in the suit and just spin it, moving it down the field.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think, what game was it? I think it was the Bills 2 years ago when they left Patty Mahomes like 30 seconds, something absurd. Dude, and he got the ball down within a field goal range. I mean, in 30 seconds, he got that ball like 80 yards. And I was like, no way he can get this done. Dude is amazing, man. He's Houdini.
It is. And is that real, Lindsey? Like when you were playing and Kobe came off the bench and came in the game. Is that
certain
real?
Guys, yeah. It's like, I'm going to tell you, as a kid growing up, I'm going to tell you who was like that. Larry Bird. And my dad would be screaming through the house, don't let him catch it. And I was a kid, so I'm looking like, why is my dad so uptight? Don't let him catch it. And every time Bird would get it, it was like, bucket for the money. Yep, for the money.
Some Mahomes slander on there, too. Harley says Mahomes has a face that you just want to punch. I think that's a little bit aggressive.
Right.
Are we being aggressive or no? But I know what I do want to do, though, guys.
Somebody said, I have 1,000 on Lindsey saying, I told you so. I told you so. You win.
JB Smooth, which one we got next here?
Nothing. We just go to break.
Let's go to the break. All right, let's do that then. We'll take a break. We'll come back. I want to get into it. I was going to save it for later on in the week. I want to get into the game a little bit, Lindsey. The first look, Lions-Niners. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at it when we come back. We're live. It's Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, live at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi.
At Planet Fitness, you can get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this?
You don't know how to use it?
This is better.
Join now through January 19th for just 24 cents down, $10 a month. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Join today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended through January 19th.
Over 50 Metro Detroit locations.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Tired of those same old Detroit sports wearables? We got you covered. WoodwardSports.com/shop. Yes, it is. The Stoked Not Scared t-shirt should be the centerpiece of your wardrobe. Get 2 of them. Get 3 of them so you can wear them all week at work because we are stoked, not scared. That's right. The very best in all Detroit sports wearables, baseball, football, basketball, hockey. There's Woodward Sports Golf Line. Be like Big Mike Gentry. Own a hoodie for every single day of your life, and you can do it all at WoodwardSports.com/shop. Back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Lindsey Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, and of course we have our guy, Mr. JB Smoove with a V. Smooth with a V because he's smooth like that. Art, can we talk about Neal showing up to work today after coming back from Vegas last night? Athlete. I would have called in for sure. It was a flight got in about, I had to leave. I actually had to watch the game, the end of the Chiefs game on my phone in the Uber going to the airport. Mm-hmm. So because I had to leave because I had to get back. I almost got burned by that once trying to do that red eye back, and you just kind of land and go about your day and all that kind of stuff. That was burning too hot last time I did that. So
I love those red eyes from out there, though, dude.
I know.
You fall asleep, and when you wake
up you're here. Yeah, absolutely. Which is kind of what we did.
Right.
Yeah. Was kind of what we did. But no, it was a lot of fun. Good to hang out with the guys. We do it every single year. Usually we would go to Vegas for the Super Bowl, but with the Super Bowl being in Vegas, a little cost prohibitive this time around. So the town was cool though, man. Drove past the stadium. It was cool. I put a picture of it on social media. The Allegiant Stadium. They got the Super Bowl signage up everywhere, and you walk into the airport. Home of Super Bowl and all that kind of stuff. And it was awesome. And just the people at the airport just taking pictures with people and everything like that. Ran into a fan of the show, by the way, in one of the spots we were at on Saturday night. So shout out. Appreciate you. It was good linking up, taking the photo with all you guys out there. I hope your guys' trip went well, too, but it was a lot of fun. All right, Lions 49ers, NFC Championship, winner in the Super Bowl. Let's kick the ball, Lindsey.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. No, I mean because the whole the golf crowd, and you know what I mean when I say the golf crowd. He will have to play at a high level for them to win, no doubt, a very high level to win.
Yes.
It's a tough environment, tough defense, all of that. There'll be pressure. They'll probably try to take away the middle of the field, force his throws to be on the outside. How do you see it playing out, Lindsey?
I told you, I think it's going to be a highly contested game. I think it's going to be close. I think it'll be a 3-point game. Like I said, 28-31, something like that.
So it'll have moments of a track meet?
Yes. I think they'll get up and down, and I think the defenses will lock in a little better. It's going to be about who of course, every game is about who don't make mistakes, but I think in with the stakes this high, the mistakes are magnified times 10.
Right.
I'm excited, man. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be electric, dude.
Jay says Goff will have to play at a Josh Allen level.
Josh is at home. How can he play at that level? Tell him what level is playing at home from? Is that our level? We're come on, man. Josh is a great quarterback, but dude, he's at home.
Robert Closia, fun fact, Goff has a 3-6 career record against the 49ers with 8 starts coming when he played for the Rams from 2016 to 2020. So that's the numbers. Again, he went to Cal. He's a California guy. It's not like it's not like it's some wild environment for him to be him.
Right.
I feel as though we have a much better shot today as I sit here than I would have 2 weeks ago. I do feel that. And I'm not even saying because of the way the Niners played against the Packers, you expect that to some degree. A little bit of a sluggish start and everything like that. But when you're at home, they came away with the dub. But it's just for me, Lindsey, I believe they can win this football game. I believe they can win this football game.
Of course they can.
Like it's real. You know what I'm saying? All this is real.
Yeah, I mean, it took you this long to come to that realization? I've been telling you that.
I know, but you have to be there in the moment to grasp it. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta, the moment's got to come, Lindsey. Like,
I've been telling you that. I had them the third best team. What does that tell you? First of all, you guys wouldn't even say Super Bowl contenders. You were scared to say it. Am I wrong or right?
No, 100%.
Okay, right again. I had to plead it out of you. I said, God, they're Super Bowl contenders. No, I wouldn't go that far. Even Spencer Raxter wouldn't say it. You're going too far, Lindsey. No, I wasn't. They're Super Bowl contenders, dude.
A tour says the Niners front seven has not been any better than the Lions since November. They're all names playing mid at best. Goff just has to be Goff. Purdy is a weak link in there.
All I know is all the teams that are still playing now are winners. So regardless to what little metric you are measuring, you want Josh Allen? You want Josh Allen's metrics? You want his? Because his says an L.
At the golf course, probably right now.
Right.
It's probably at the golf course right now, as a matter of fact.
Right.
Yeah, what else on here? Sappy Johnson says quick passes versus the 49ers. Get it to Gibbs more. And you that's your formula. You're always team get it to Gibbs more.
Man, you see the rewards you get for that? You see, like, dude is so explosive. Every time he gets the ball, I think he's going to break it. I'm like, oh, man, he's about to break it. He's one missed tackle from going to the house. Those dudes are dangerous. That's like CMC. One missed tackle with CMC, you know what happens, right?
Riley Lamb says, if you went back and counted how many times Lindsey says, I told you, you'd go crazy today.
Go crazy then. Go crazy. Because I told you so.
Oh, man. It is. It's just still unbelievable to me, Lindsey. It is, man. Like, I know it's real, and I know it's 6:30 they're playing, but I don't want this feeling to end, man. Never felt this before, and I don't want it to end, man.
Never felt this way before.
Wasn't trying to get you to sing or anything like that. Yeah. Sappy Johnson, Lions are the only team remaining without a top 3 defense against scoring. Lions are 23rd.
Hey, man. Doesn't matter now.
No.
Doesn't matter now.
The Brock Purdy thing. And it's cliche, right? Oh, you give him pressure, put him under duress, then that's how mistakes happen. But I know what you're saying about the Lions' defense and the numbers and things like that, but I still think that defense is good enough to win with because they turn teams over.
No, they are.
They've done it so far. Now, granted, they'll have to do that. 1 to 2 times you have to do that, but that's the general rule.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if they weren't good enough, then the Buccaneers would have won, or the Rams. They are good enough, and the thing about it, I would like to see their playoff numbers, just their playoff numbers, not the regular season numbers, because a lot of teams that go on runs in the playoffs, they may not have a great season, but then a defense gets hot in the playoffs. We've seen that with the Giants. Mediocre all season. Playoff time, the defense amps it up. That happens.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Steve Wild says Niners defense is mad overrated.
They're winning. Those linebackers aren't underrated.
No, they aren't. All right, we'll take our last break. When we come back, we'll wrap this thing up here. It is Big D Energy. We're live at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi. Tell them about Lady Jane's, JB Smoove.
Oh, I got you.
I got
Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience. Register to win a trip of your dreams, all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and up to 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome. awesome.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Feel alive during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest New Year's sales event ever. Get the best prices on our huge selection of award-winning Chevrolets. Like this 2024 Equinox for $188 per month. Or this 2024 Silverado for $268 per month. It's the New Year's sales event going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Dreaming of a new home but feeling the financial pinch? Well, Mark White & Associates, your trusted real estate experts, are here to help. Mark White and his team will pay up to $5,000 of your closing costs. That's right, I said $5,000. Call Mark White & Associates today at 248-290-8242 or visit them at markwhitesales.com. Once again, call Mark White today at 248-290-8242 to make your dreams come true.
Final segment of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl and Lindsey Hunter, and JB Smoove and Big Mike Gentry live at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. We've started the discussions, the Lions 49ers talk. It's all in the middle of the table. Everything is on the line.
I'm gonna order me one of those half jerseys.
Those things are the most douchey things ever.
I don't care.
Pick a side.
Nope.
Pick a side.
What do you mean?
Look, and the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Detroit Dabber says both shows flew by today. It did.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's just incredible, and we get to do it 4 more times, and it's unbelievable. I'm sad I'm going to be out. I'll be out Thursday and Friday. I'll be traveling for Oakland. Got to go to Milwaukee, and Green Bay.
Oh man, you're gonna be near Fudge Packer land.
They're but they won't be busy. There's nothing going on. Nothing going on out there anymore. They're done. They are done. It is cool though. Like their stadium. So we stay downtown. It's kind of by we play in the arena that's right by the stadium. The stadium is like legit in a neighborhood. Like there's like houses are all around the stadium,
right.
and it's like this little town, and then they put this big giant football complex in there. But it's under new ownership now. The Lions own that place, and I'll have nothing of the different. Bada bing, bada boom. Mailbag. That sounds like a morning bit show, but whatever. I'll play along. You can only keep one Lions draft class: 2021 or 2023.
Ooh,
2021.
That's tough.
You got 2 gold jackets. You got 2 gold jackets, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what one that I definitely would not keep would be 2020 with Jeff Okudah, DeAndre Swift, Julian Okwara, Logan Stenberg, Quintez Cephas, Jason Huntley, Josh Pensini, and Jashawn Cornell. Oh, they took Jonah Jackson that draft too. BMG, what are you doing with Jonah Jackson? Yeah.
I don't know what like the actual figures would be, but it's hard to judge too because of his health. But I want to bring him back. I think he's been like a pivotal part, and I want to say he was like the second highest graded PFF lineman that we had yesterday. Obviously, he went out, but he was still doing solid.
Yeah, he got hurt again, didn't he?
Yeah. So like
that's my.
It's a tough situation with his health, but I do like Jonah, and I would like to see him on the offensive line, but that price may be too much. Who knows? For the risk factor of the injuries and whatnot.
Yeah. So. But yeah, guys. I mean, I don't know. All week, man. We got to do this all week. This is crazy. They are 60 minutes from the Super Bowl. Our Detroit Lions, man.
You got to calm down, man. You're not going to make it.
I'm built for this.
You're not going to make it.
I'm built for this, Lindsey. This is good. It's a marathon here to get to this week.
I'm saying, you're not going to make it, dude. You're too amped right now.
I am,
you
man.
Calm down.
I am.
You got a whole week to go.
I know. I know,
This dude
man.
over here like he's on a caffeine rush.
I know, man.
Oh, man.
They're 60 minutes from the Super Bowl. Like, it's real and it's sustainable. Like, it's not fool's gold. You know what I'm saying? It's not like 2014 where you knew that team was going to be busted up. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning.
I'm going to put a T-shirt on that says, I told you so.
You should.
I am. Just because of this hater in the chat that said something.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, well, I think that about does it from here at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi. Big thank you to everybody out here at Feldman Chevrolet, though. People are awesome. Make sure you slide in next car you got to purchase. Flannel Sam bought his car from here, so that tells you, they can get you a car for anybody. So, yeah, what? What? What?
That sad flannel over there looking like a serial killer.
All right, that's enough. That is quite enough. Hey, we'll do it again tomorrow, everybody. Get back with it for Lindsey Hunter, for Big Mike Gentry, for JB Smoove, Sam Flannel over there off to the side, too. My name's Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy live, Feldman Chevrolet in Novi. Thanks for watching. Well, peace. See you later.